Welcome back to the Buddy Show.
Yeah!
Hello, the Hello, the good one.
No se la pierdan.
You know what, guys? Get ready, pop news with Juan.
I love it.
Ahora deportes y eventos con Geo.
Internet questions with Juan.
Welcome back to season 3.
Bienvenidos al The Body Show.
Welcome back, everyone. Hello, I am your host, Julio.
My name is Geo.
My name is Juan, and welcome back to the Buddy Show.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope you've been having an awesome week. Hello, wake up.
No, it's early. It's early. It's like it's early in some of the countries.
In some other countries, but not here. It's time to wake up.
It's time to do the show, you know.
There was a time, everyone, where I went out on a date with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and there was birds chirping, and all of a sudden she hears, and then she turns to me. She goes, and I go, "Whoa! Just to let you know, that's a cardinal. That's how they, that's their voice." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, thank God it was just a cardinal." And she turns to the cardinal, and the cardinal goes, "Hey, is that your boyfriend?"
Bro, he wanted a date or what?
I think so. I think he wanted to know her name. Anyway, if I was a bus driver, guys, I would pretend like I was asking a question, and I would make everyone say yes by hitting the brake.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready. And not your pop news with Juan.
Look, guys, in today's pop news, a 8-year-old Dion Helbig wrote and illustrated an 81-page book, which now has a waiting list of over 60 people at the ATA Community Library. Labeled across the front cover in large letters was the book titled "The Adventures of Dion Helbig, Christmas" by Dion himself. Whoa.
It looks like an interesting book.
Yup.
And if that many people want to read it, makes me want to write a book too.
Yeah,
Did
and
you guys
also
write your own book?
I
Tried one time, but it didn't work.
like I wouldn't mind trying, Julio, but publishing it, I don't think so.
No, you guys are too shy. Maybe we can do one together.
Hey,
We
yeah,
can
but
publish it all together.
we could do one like for like the people that only like to read. They could do one for like the show. You know, they could read the show, and they could like imagine how everything's gonna work. You know, we could try doing that.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. What other story do you have for us, Juan?
Another story that I had was Logo Begins is available in Europe and the US. It's a new book that maps out the early history of Logo. Before we jump onto the video, I just want to tell you guys to don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and support us on the Buddy Show. Now let's get to the video. Here are some examples. Whoa.
The Michelin guy, and then the all famous Louis Vuitton.
Wait a
Louis
minute.
Vuitton.
Wait a minute.
Dang. Also, in the music industry, Daddy Yankee, one of the reggaeton biggest names, announced Sunday he's retiring after 32 years in the music industry. Wow, that is
That
impacting,
is
Julio.
bummer.
Industry Gasolina came out in the 2004 and it's after credit for introducing reggaeton to an international audience. Wow.
Yeah. So when did you guys hear that song? How old were you guys?
I'll
I
say
think
13.
well, I was still in middle school by that time. 2014. I was still in middle school.
Cool. And did you
I was
guys
listening when I was
remember
at
listening to that song on the radio?
Yeah.
I seen the music video like
A
three like
lot of
a
times.
lot of times that as many as times I seen it, I think I memorized what part goes in each
Yeah.
section
I
of the
think so
video.
too.
No?
All right. Thank you so much, Juan.
Yup.
Ahora deportes y eventos conmigo. Hello, again to Talk Sports. Hola, vine a hablar de deportes. Okay, Mexico plays today at 7:30 p.m. with the USA.
Ooh,
It's gonna be a good game.
you gonna watch it, Gio, or what?
Yes, I am.
Who you go for, Gio? What's your take on it?
Predictions gonna be, I don't know, a 1-0 Mexico.
1-0
Yeah.
Mexico.
Make it 3-0, Gio. Make it 3-0.
But we don't know
Right.
what's gonna happen.
Yes, you never know, right? You never know. Play to the whistle.
And the other stuff is Canelo fight got hacked because of payments. But
Yeah, so the guy he was facing, Triple G,
Give me my
he was suing Golden Boy because they haven't paid him enough money from the first fight they fought. Gia, would you still fight Canelo if they haven't paid you your money from the first fight?
hell no, dude.
No. What about
Negative.
you, Juan?
Like me, Julio, I would've. I mean, if you like the sport, why not do
You're
it?
right.
Like, if you
I
like
think
it
that's a good point.
if you do it for passion, just do it. But
Do
in
it, right?
his case, I'd rather get paid.
You're
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
one point,
Either way, whatever
either
you choose is a good answer, right? Because
yeah,
some people do it for money, some people do it for respect
and also for the passion they have dedication on the sport,
and the dedication. Yep. Gio, what else you got for us?
And
I
other
heard that there was
stuff-
some racing going on this past
other
weekend.
stuff was the Ferrari taking down the Red Bull car. What the heck?
Ooh, you guys want to check out another piece of that?
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
The ending.
from pole. He's going to win from pole again and start the season off with celebrations for
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Dude, they go like almost 200 miles per hour. Super fast.
for the Scuderia. Carlos Sainz comes home in second. Lewis Hamilton adds to his podium tally. He comes home in third.
Bruh. Let's go. That's right.
Will you ride one of those, Julio?
That's weird. Yeah, I would ride one of those. That looks like a lot of fun. You kidding me?
I mean, I feel
It'd
in a
be
way,
so fun.
it would be pretty cool, but pretty dangerous because it's small.
You're right.
There's the turns though, and you know how the wheel turns, and that we
Yeah.
one turns. So I guess
in the same race, one of the cars caught on fire. Like, just
Yeah,
the back of it caught flames.
that's the part that I'm scared of. To either like
Ooh, and if you
want
can't
it,
get out, oh,
yeah,
no,
like, you get
that's so
stuck or
scary.
something. Oh no.
No, thank you. Enough of that. Let's get into
Uh-huh.
our.
There are more.
Oh, what else you got for us, Gio? My bad.
There are Houston Rockets. Gone. What was that guy again?
50 Cent, yeah. 50 Cent bought a part of the Houston Rockets, right?
Yeah, that was cool though.
I think so too. I think that's a good buy. I think that's how you know you're a true resident of where you live, right? If you
Yeah, and
invest
then
in the
plus,
community.
we got the Kings winning the last 3 more games, and we're going to the playoff.
Ah, very good.
And
Hopefully.
plus, the baseball is coming up, and the Angels and Dodgers are going face to face.
We're going to face each other off.
Probably the first seasons until we go all the way up.
In today's internet questions, one of the internet questions I have for you guys is, how big of an age gap is acceptable when dating?
So, would you guys date an older lady who's 20 years older than you? Is that too much? How much is difference is okay for you guys?
I don't know. It could be.
Don't get nervous.
Yeah, you know.
Take it easy, you know.
I could be like.
Getting all nervous here.
Wait, I could be. I could be.
I'll tell you my answer right away.
Julio.
It can't be that different for me. It has to be like 2-3 years max.
I could be. My Julio could be like. She has for sure. Since I'm in my 20s, you know, she could be like around like 20 something, but you know.
Okay, yeah, so like 2 or 3 years around your age.
Yeah, around my age.
I'll say no.
No? So you want to date someone older than you, Gio?
She's 27 or 28 or 29 or 30.
And what if she was like 42? Would you? And she wanted to date you, Gio?
I'll be 32 and she's 42. I'm down.
You'll be down?
Como dice Roberto Tapia, no hagas caso, no se vale.
What's the other internet question you got for us, man?
The other internet question? Oh my god, that's funny. Wait. Oh, the other internet question I had was, what is something you would wear back in school that you wouldn't wear today?
So, something that you would wear back in school that you don't wear today. What is it?
I would say an ID.
ID. Oh, you used to wear one all the time. There you go.
Yeah, like
Gio, what about you?
I'll say ID and I'll say get in line.
Getting in line. Yeah, that's
No,
something that.
okay.
No, something that you wear. We're talking about something that you would wear back in school that you don't wear anymore.
Also, wear a uniform.
A uniform. There you go. What color uniform did you used to wear, Gio?
I was like next to the police station here at school, like good and narrow one. I used to wear the Target shirt.
Target, like red?
Mm-hmm.
I would in my middle school, Julio, I would wear it white.
White. And
white with like
blue pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went with a
like
white
Dickies?
and blue pants, and then I went to one where white and gray pants, which was cool. I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool wearing uniform. Apparently, other people
it's not
did not like
Julio.
it.
It's not. To me, Julio, personally, I felt weird. Like I wanted to wear something I wanted to wear, and they will be like mad. No, like the principal will be like,
I finally went to a school where it was like free dress, and yeah, that was really cool. Stuff I don't wear that I used to wear, I used to stuff my shoes with socks like a weirdo. Who does that? I used to wear a lot of. Well, I still do this, but I used to wear a lot of different other kinds of jackets at school.
Like leather jackets or which ones, Julio?
Yeah, like why was I taking a leather jacket to school? I'm going
Damn.
to calm down, guy. Yeah, it's too much. Stuff that I used to wear. Oh, those shirts with the bling bling on them.
The
Bling
shirt.
bling.
Yeah, they had like SpongeBob, and he had like a chain.
Oh,
on
like cartoonish type of thing.
yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. Yeah,
Yeah.
shirts like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear that. I wouldn't wear that to see.
Yeah. Or Shaq shoes. I bought a pair of Shaq shoes. I had Shaq shoes.
You used to
I
have
don't
them?
wear Shaq shoes no more. Yes, sir. What other stuff that I used to wear that I don't wear? A big backpack. Oh man, if you guys ever saw me,
like big
I always had a huge backpack for no reason.
like big pepper that you like grab it and you could like arrastrarlo, or you have to carry it.
No, it was just fat. It
Oh.
you had a lot of stuff, a lot of
Oh,
papers, a lot of ideas that I never did.
damn. So basically, you had a big old backpack with paper inside.
Yeah, now you get it. Now you're understanding what I had. Yeah. Let's see if our guest joins us. I just sent him the invitation. His name is Jerry Fu, and he's gonna be telling us all about his program and maybe some information about his company. Just give him one.
I need to come here, man.
Here we go. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Jerry, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. First of all, we want to thank you. This is Geo and Juan.
What
Say
up?
hi,
Nice
guys.
to meet you. Yeah.
Hey,
Would you be kind enough to introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I have been working for about 17 years as a pharmacist, but along the way started helping out with leadership workshops, which is what ultimately saved my career. And after hopping to enough other pharmacy jobs, despite having more leadership experience, I decided that I wanted to make people development a serious part of my career path. So it took a pandemic, but I finally started my own company in October of 2020.
Wow.
And so here we are. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that whole 2020 thing changed a lot of people's perspective. And we are so glad that it changed yours in a positive way, right? A business isn't something easy or an easy venture to go into. The guys had some questions. Juan, do you want to start off?
oh yeah. How do you came up with the name of your company?
You play around with it for a little bit. The first time I was trying to come up with a name, I was still not willing to put more skin in the game. So I came up with learnwithjerry@gmail.com, and people said, no, this sounds a little too much like a kiddie, like preschool show. So I had to keep going back. And so I knew I wanted to do something along the lines of, cultural things or changing surroundings, things like that. And so the emphasis was on adaptation because that's all I've ever had to learn how to do, whether it's culture or leadership skills involved adaptation. And I knew leadership was an essential part of my journey because it had been a struggle for so long. So thankfully, adapting leaders still hadn't been claimed yet. So I'm glad I claimed it before someone else took it.
Cool. Yeah. And claiming a name, let's say Juan wanted to create a business. How does he go about doing that in his local office?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just have to, just generate ideas. Like, just remember you're going for volume and not quality, right? You just go and maybe you do a little extra research outside what you think would make sense, right? So an example I'll give you is is a toothbrush that one of the companies came up with, that Colgate came up with, and they wanted to use this like toothpaste that you could actually swallow, and it was just like a travel size thing, and they kept like getting stuck in like the same names of like mini brush and like tiny brush or something like that. And when they actually went outside their scope and thought of things, like they saw cosmetics with like vanishing things, and they came up with the name Wisp, which like explains it so much better, right? And so it's just the idea of, okay, let's come up with ideas within this scope of whatever I want to do, and then maybe I do research with other names in other scopes that let me just study their ideas and how they came up with certain things. And then I think people need to get past the idea that they'll come up with the first name that comes to mind, like that somehow if they just like try hard enough and like I'll come up with the perfect thing. It's like, no, there is no such thing. There is the first one, and then there's the next one, and then the next one, and eventually you start to refine it, polish it to a point where you say, okay, now this feels good after enough reps.
Yeah, and something that you brought up, you had told your friends the name of your business, and they had told you, well, so how does that play into creating something like this, like a business, having people to maybe lead you a certain way? How do you interact with maybe an idea that's not as similar as yours, and how do you adapt that to best fit your needs?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, just remember that opinions are exactly that, right? I mean, they're pretty much like very abundant and also very free. Sometimes you get them whether you like it or not. And at the end of the day, I think one thing that helps me remind me is that, hey, at the end of the day, I have to be happy with the name, because I'm the one that is the one proclaiming it, selling it, right? So I'll give a funny example of a failure of mine back in the day. So at one point, a friend of mine had encouraged me to try to get more business as a musician, because I grew up playing piano. He's like, hey, you're really good. Let's come up with a name for your business. And so my last name is Fu. And so initially I came up with the name Fu Harmonic, because I thought that was super clever, right? And it's just like, it's like Phil Harmonic, Fu Harmonic. And his girlfriend says, no, you should do Fu Harmony. And I was like, and everyone's like, oh, everyone will understand, like eHarmony, Fu Harmony will probably stick better. I ended up doing it. I was like, no, that was terrible, because now people just thought it was like this Asian dating site instead of like me trying to be a musician. And at the end of the day, it was, you realize after the fact that you want something clear and not clever. Like a better name than both of them would have been like musicbyjerry.com, right? Just very simple, easy to spell. Point. Just music by Jerry, or piano by Jerry even.
Yeah.
And so, you learn quickly, hey, don't be clever, and definitely don't get mistaken for something else. And at the end of the day, if I wasn't happy with Fu Harmony, I shouldn't have used that name. I shouldn't have let her opinion like override my own gut feeling. Right?
Yes,
because it's my decision, it's my money, right? Why do I need her? Because she has no stake in this, right? So, yeah.
Awesome, very cool. Geo, did you have some questions?
Do you like music though?
Of course I love music. Yeah, I mean, I mean,
who doesn't, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you said you grew up playing piano. What kind of piano do you play?
I was classically trained, so like Chopin was made it wonderful. But I also listened to bunches of other categories. Like I loved Jimi Hendrix in college. I got into Frank Sinatra, and then I actually got into salsa dancing. Like somewhere between.
That was something I saw on.
And so I actually I'm still learning Spanish, but I started to really appreciate salsa music.
I love that's one of my favorite forms of dancing, by the way, salsa and bachata.
Oh yeah.
I grew up dancing cumbia at family parties. So
nice.
Everyone was always like, "Why is this little kid so good?" So it's very natural, salsa and the rhythm. How long have you been doing it?
Oh god, I mean, I first learned it in college, but it was a terrible lesson, so I just stayed away from it for several years. And then halfway through pharmacy school, a friend of mine was just like, "You got to give it another chance." And so that was 2005. Yeah, and then but I went basically. I fast forward to Houston. I basically got serious about it again for good back in 2014. So and from there, I've just been dancing almost every week prior to the pandemic.
Cool.
That is pretty cool.
Sure that whole thing must have been a bummer too. especially
Oh, it
trying
killed
to,
me. Yeah.
practice or get together with groups of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see one of my closest friends who's a very avid salsa dancer,
Mhm.
and he practiced at the park during the whole pandemic thing. So
Nice.
that was what a lot of people were doing, right?
Yeah.
Jerry, we're running out of time. Real
Okay.
quick,
Yeah.
people want to know where to reach you, right?
Sure.
Your websites, maybe your Instagram page, anywhere
Yeah,
people can
sure.
reach you.
Yeah. So social media, the one platform I use is LinkedIn. Just like for the conflict resolution coach for Asian American leaders. But all the good stuff happens at my website, which is adaptingleaders.com. You can download a free guide on framework to handle difficult conversations. You can schedule a complimentary 30-minute call. Just tell me what you're working on. Check out the free blog where I summarize interesting and useful leadership literature and offer other life hacks. And even there's a great featured blog on, how leading on the dance floor helps you lead beyond it. So, marrying the two interests. There you go.
Very cool. Very awesome information. Thank you so much, Jerry, for joining us, and we'll catch you soon.
All right, guys. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
luego.
All right, bye.
Wow.
That was
that's it,
cool.
you guys. Woo, that was our show. Real quick, before we run out of time, our would you rather questions. Would you rather get $1 billion, but you're always being chased by an indestructible snail, or live normally?
Live normally, Julio.
you guys don't want to be chased by anything, even if it's a
Nah,
snail.
I'm fine.
What if
I'd
he
rather
catches
just
up to
sit
you while you're
back.
sleeping,
I'd rather just relax, sit back,
Yeah.
and
and you wake
I
up
want-
and
I
there's
want-
a snail on your face.
I want to sleep comfortable, Julio.
You don't want to look over your shoulder. All
Nah.
right, yeah, I think I would want to live normally. I don't want nothing chasing me. What about would you rather be stuck in space or be stuck in the ocean?
Outer space.
Beast, yeah, me too with space, cause I don't want to die in the water or something.
Space? You think you got a better chance in space?
Yeah.
Oh,
In
I
a
don't
way,
know. I think
in
I
a way,
could-
cause you have the helmet. The helmet.
In the ocean, I'll try to make an island in the ocean. De basura, una isla de basura, así como la hacen. Like floating bottles everywhere.
Floating, bottle, floating, everything.
To survive space, I think just space scares me.
No, I mean, but
That's what it
you
is.
have the special equipment, so you will, right? No.
You're right. But to communicate, it takes a long time to send a signal.
Oh, that's true. I didn't thought of that.
¿Te imaginas 16 years para mandar a how are you?
How are you?
Y luego
I'm fine,
esperar
I'm
otros
fine.
16 years para que te regresen like, oh, I'm fine, thank you.
From the they cannot send the year from the year
I'm
to
like, nah, I can't do that. But, I mean, maybe if I could live forever, then I would do it, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's it. That's our show. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you very much. My name is Julio.
My name is Geo.
My name is Juan, and until next on the Buddy Show, make sure to take a picture of our QR code to have faster access to our website. You can send a message to the number 279 500 6113 279 500 6113, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and all platforms, including Anchor.fm/The Buddy Show. Go check it out,
Thank you
guys.
very much. We'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
In person next week. Ah!
Yo!